This is KD5IM. Yeah, we got a little package today in the mail. It's a little upgrade for little package in the mail today, and we'll open this up. I don't know if you recognize these, but these are LED panels, 48 LED light panels to install in the trailer. So we're gonna be upgrading the electric lighting in the trailer, and I bought these on eBay, and I bought 10 of them. So these are the bayonet. These are bayonet connectors here. You can see the connectors. We won't be using these. These are for automotive, for your car. You can see that kind. I don't even know whether we're going to be using these or not, because these look like they're a little small for the bulb bases that are in this trailer, so they may not even fit either. They might fit, might not, I don't know. So these are the plug-in, little plastic plug-in type. It's a little difficult to get into. You can see these are 48 LEDs. For 10 of them was $19 and I believe 95 cents shipping and everything. That was to the door. So these should work. We'll wire them up one way or another. We're going to make them work. If we have to break bulbs or something, then we'll do that. But what I plan on doing is at least trying these out, testing them, and see how they work. Well, it turns out this is the size bulb that is in here. This is the size base they sent. So they're not even the same size. Awesome. So looks like we might be breaking a few of these off and soldering this up. I can solder this connection, cut the wires and solder the connection up, and we'll be ready to go. It'll be a lot less energy usage. I hate breaking those bulbs, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. there you go. That's a total of six of these little 48 LED panels. There's a total of 6 of them. You see there, because there's 3 lights lit. Two right here. This one, and this one. This one here, and this one here. And there's 2 of these in each one of those lights. And that's all that's lighting up this room in the trailer right now. So I'll show you how I installed them. Okay, come over here. Okay, this might be a little bright, but what I did basically is it's got a switch where you can turn have one on, and what you can see, what I did is the bases weren't the right size. These were much bigger bulbs, the base on these, the old ones. So what I did is I had to splice on a little bit of wire right here to make a pigtail, and I fastened my ground right here because there's a spot there where you can actually put the wire in there and crimp it. So I put the wire in there and crimped that, and then I ran separate wires, hot wires, positive wires, over to the switch. And the switch, when you flip that switch, well, then it powers the lights. So I just left these bases and everything just like they are. So if I put a light bulb in there, if I put a bulb in there, a normal bulb, it will light also, but it will draw more current. So this way we're using less amps by using LEDs. So your battery will last like 3 times longer. See, and you can see this is where the plug is, and it plugs into the module. And so I just tuck this back up here like this, and everything's out of the way, and I can still put in a light if I wanted to. I can still put a light bulb in there. So I thought that would be the way to do it. It's not as easy to do with one hand. I mean, you can see it lights up that area pretty good. And that's all the light that's on in here. You can see it's reflecting off the kitchen cabinet. It's putting off a pretty good amount of light. And that's just 6 panels. I believe each one of those is around 1/3 of an amp. So 3 of them will be almost an amp. So there's like 2 amps worth of usage there. Whereas these other bulbs, like these, are probably pulling a couple of amps a piece. At least an amp a piece. And I've taken 6 of them out, so that's 6 amps. So I mean, you know, if you're using 2 amps for these 3 lights, or 12 amps or 10 amps for a bunch of these, you know, that's a big savings. So we'll be back here in a little bit with some more. Alright, on this one, I'm only gonna, since I only have 4 more panels, and since this area over here is more like a living area, I decided to put more light over in this area, because this is the front door. So we come in here, This would be the lights we turn on. We come in, and I thought, well, since I only have 10 of these, I bought 10 of them to try. And since I only have 10 of them, I thought, well, and I've got 7 lights. I thought, well, I'll put 2 of them in 3 of them, and then the rest of them I'll just put 1 in there, and that way we can just turn that one on when we just need a single light. If we need more light, we've got the bulb lights until I can buy some more, and then we'll replace them at that point. But what I'm doing here, what I'm going to do here, is I've already installed one here. There's a little place here where you can crimp the metal and ground the ground lead of it, and so it leaves the little pigtail right there. And then just come over to this point right here, take a soldering iron, and just go right in here and get that up. I've already tinned the tip of the wire. Get it to stick. It's not. Wire on there. Make sure we don't that it's solid. What I'll do, put a little solder on that. It's kind of difficult to see because I don't have a light going here. Firmly. These trailers tend to jostle around a little bit. Things come undone. A little bit just to help it cool off. Okay. And then we make sure you keep the right polarity on the wires, because there's a red wire and a black wire. And you look at this and you go, okay, there's the red wire and the black wire. We'll just plug that together. Voila, we have light. And then we have an extra light. But for most everything we'll do here, this will be more than enough light. So, you know, you won't have to run it all the time. I just wanted to have enough light in an area where we're going to be seated to be able to, you know, to read or whatever. So, let me see. Peel this backing off. It's 3M backing. Sticky tape, double stick tape. it on. Sometimes this, I've read about this, seen video and stuff about sometimes these come loose because the tape doesn't work good. But I think it might. This is 3M, so this is pretty good stuff. So I haven't. Once it's, I mean, it's pretty sticky, so it stuck up there pretty good. Yeah, see, there's our. There's just the LED light. No light. This is a regular 12-volt light bulb. So it's like a regular, it's a light bulb, full size light bulb, full size base, but a 12-volt version. So this is our LED, and you can see it. That's just the LED right there, and that lights up the whole countertop. Let's turn this off. There we go. Okay, that's nothing but LED right there. What you see there is just LED. One LED. 48 LED lights on one panel. One panel, 48 LEDs. So that works pretty good, actually. That's one. This is one. Okay, that's with just. That's with just one, with 3 panels lit. 3 of those 48 LED panels lit. Well, actually, there's 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that's 4 of them lighting up the entire trailer. Well, not the entire trailer. You can see how much light makes it to the back. No, I haven't gotten back there yet to put in the new pigtail. They got to put in a pigtail there and one up there and one here in the bathroom. So we'll have these last 3 panels here will go in those 3 spots. I'll be back shortly. Okay. See, I've got another pigtail installed. I'll plug it in. Oops. Maybe we not get it right. Something not right. Or do we have a bad? I must not have something soldered right. Okay, I think we have the problem fixed here. It seems that I had a bad pigtail. Pigtail was bad, so it wasn't something I did. It was just pigtail was bad. So seeing as how I got a plethora of pigtails. I mean, a plethora of them. I've got 30 of these of different kinds, so you know, I got lots of them. But okay, let's see here. We should peel this. Put it up in here. Make sure it sticks good. There we go. Things like that. So now we have just LED lighting. Tell it's got a little help. Okay. Alright. There's our next contestant. But them light bulbs, look at those light. I don't know which one is which. So that's the only one we have to take out right now. Some people might wonder why I don't break the bulbs and just solder it into those bases and put it in there. Well, what I've been thinking was that I didn't really want to break these bulbs. I figured they might come in handy one day. I might need them in an emergency. Who knows, I've got the soldering iron. I can solder these little pigtails in there. And the pigtails work fine. So if I ever have to replace one of these little panels, I just order another one, unplug the broken one, a burnout one, and plug in a new one. And I've already got the plug right there. So I figure, why not do it this way? Okay. First thing I do. So I've got some flux. This is solder flux. I'll just get the wires in that. We might strip that one a little better. That wire was a little thin. Put it right there. Put a little flux on that. First thing I do is find this spot where I can attach my ground at. just crimp that little piece right there. And then we'll solder onto this other solder around here. Right. Okay. Go. That's an LED, 48 panel LED light. Just these wires around the country on that side. Just like that. I put it this way so it shines back towards this closet, so we can be able to have light going into the closet. And it'll light up this area here on the back door. And add a little help to it. I think the LED is about as bright or brighter than the normal incandescent. I think it's a little easier on the eyes too. That's how to do that. How to install that. I'll be back here in a second. Okay, we have one last panel. Put this one up back here in the bathroom. Make sure we got a polarity right. we go. I think it looks pretty good. So there we are. We have light in the bathroom, LED and incandescent. So we're using low power there and high power there. But I think it all works pretty good. Like this one. Here we are, all lit up. LEDs, except this. Let's turn this off. There we go. Turn this one to where it's just LEDs. Just LEDs right now. Alright. Y'all have a good one. It's KD5INM.